YouTube? Corncob Piper coming at you. It is Friday evening. Hope everybody's having a great start to their weekend and hopefully having a great weekend to come. I know I definitely am. Tomorrow, me and the family are headed over to the other side of the state, to the East Coast, to West Palm Beach. They have a huge farmers market over there every weekend. Definitely looking forward to getting over there, checking it out. And most exciting to me is actually picking up some New York style bagels. That is the one thing that is hard to find here on the west coast of the state, is a good bagel. And there's a Jewish deli, I can't remember the name of it, that sets up a stand at the farmer's market, and they sell fresh bagels over there. So definitely going to bring some home to freeze them, but that's not really the point of this video. Just want to do a couple of first impressions with you tonight. The first one is going to be a corncob pipe. Now, as many of you know that have been following my channel for a while, my love for corncob pipes, and specifically Missouri Meerschaum corncob pipes. Now, they do sell like a Chinese-made corncob pipe that they sell in some like gas stations and carryouts and a few pharmacies that I would never smoke. But there is another company here located in the United States called Old Dominion. I have yet to ever smoke one of their cobs, so I decided to actually go ahead and pick one up and give it a try. Phil Morgan, if you're watching, please forgive me for this, but I definitely at some point wanted to give one of these a try, and I finally pulled the trigger and picked this up. And I got this one from smokingpipes.com. Or not smokingpipes.com, I'm sorry, tobaccopipes.com, which is they're here in Florida too, up towards the center of the state, a few hours away. I always try to buy local when I can, and I do get some stuff from them from time to time. Ben is the owner up there. He's a good guy. Always ships things super quick. And the one nice thing about tobaccopipes.com is they offer free shipping. Now, their tins are probably priced $1 more than what you would get like on smokingpipes.com, or maybe $2. But if you're looking to pick up maybe just 1 or 2 tins and not have to pay shipping, I definitely would recommend tobaccopipes.com. And I'll go ahead and post a link down to Ben's store down below if you want to check him out. So I got this a few days ago. I'm just now opening it. I just opened the box, and got an invoice here. And this is all I got from them, just the one pipe. And I forget what style pipe this is called. This is, let's see, Old Dominion Chesapeake corncob pipe. This is they only have about 3 cobs, I think, that they sell, and this is like the smaller one. But here it is, and it's a pretty small bowl. I would compare this right in line with like a Tom Sawyer or a Huck Finn or an Eaton, somewhere bowl size in that area. But there's the Chesapeake Indian corncob pipe. The back says, named in honor of Virginia's Chesapeake Bay region, the Chesapeake Indian corncob pipe is a scaled down version of our popular Virginia planter cob pipe. This little pipe is ideal for use as an after dinner dessert pipe or inexpensive smoking pipe to carry on your next fishing hunting excursion. Old Dominion Pipe Company is located in Painter, Virginia, and their website is olddominionpipe.com. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of the bag. Now, the big difference between this and the Missouri Meerschaum is they use reed stems as opposed to the wood stems with the plastic bit that Missouri Meerschaum uses, and I believe this stem is, and it definitely is, removable. It's got I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but it has a very, very small shank. The draw on it's not bad. Definitely is cool looking. This is definitely fashioned in a style of pipe that you would imagine that somebody back in like the 1800s probably was smoking on. And today, what we're going to smoke in it is another first impression that I'm going to do. And this is going to be a first impression of a tobacco that is no longer in production. This tobacco is Mac Baren Burley London Blend. This is a 100-gram tin from 1995, I believe. And if you can see the sticker here, says CD-ROM inside. So you could tell how old this tobacco is, you know, based on the fact that there's a CD-ROM in here. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time that I put a CD into a computer. It's been a very, very long time. And there you can see the bowl. My pinky will probably fit inside of here, maybe not even. I guess my pinky doesn't even fit. I'm probably guessing this is only going to be like a 10 or 15 minute smoke, which is, you know, what I'll use it for if I like it. And I got this tin, actually I got 2 of them from Pipe Stud. And the reason that I bought this is I believe that John Matches 860, when he was doing his review of Mac Baren's, I can't remember the name of the tobacco now. Sorry about that. I had to go put the pizza in the oven, making dinner for the kids. We do pizza on Friday night. So I'm trying to remember what I was thinking or saying. Oh, so I was watching Matches do a review of another Mac Baren blend. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on here. I think it was Mac Baren's Golden Extra, and he had mentioned that he used to buy this stuff by the pound, and it was one of his favorite blends. Now, when it comes to you know, Burley blends, I definitely, you know, take heed and listen to what Matches 860 says, being as he is the Burley lover of Burley lovers. So anytime he recommends any kind of a Burley blend, I definitely go ahead and try to check it out. This one piqued my interest. Obviously, couldn't get any more. I found it, so I got 2. Kept one for myself, sent one off to John Matches 860 as a Christmas present. And I believe he said that him and Vinny Sergeant Savinelli are going to do an episode of Two Guys Smoke and review this blend. If you don't know who Matches 860 is and Sergeant Savinelli, these 2 guys are great together. I'll go ahead and post the links to both their channels down below. If you haven't already subscribed to their channel, you make sure you do yourself a favor and subscribe to their both. They're both great guys, and I love watching their videos quite a bit. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and break the seal on here. I'm just going to go ahead and use this pipe tool. I don't know if you could hear that, but the seal was still intact. Got a nice hiss out of it. Inside of the tin there is kind of like a mirror. That's kind of cool. And we'll go ahead and open this up. Smells quite nice. I can smell it. I'm guessing the CD-ROM is under the tobacco. So when I jar this up, I'll get rid of that CD-ROM. That's the paper insert that goes inside. And then here's what the tobacco looks like, and I'll try to break this up just a little bit so you can get a better view of it. It is a broken flake, but that is what it looks like. You can see the flakes are kind of bigger and broken. Moisture content, being that this is 20-something years old, is pretty good. I mean, I would say it's the perfect consistency to smoke right now. So let me go ahead and pause the camera. I'll go ahead and get this pipe packed up, and we'll do a first impression of the Old Dominion pipe and Mac Baren's Burley London mixture. Okay, so I got my pipe all packed up. This pipe does not hold a lot of tobacco. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I did pick this up. It was only less than $5, so a relatively cheap pipe, and I think their larger one is the Virginia Planter. I think that's more like $15 or something like that. I don't know how much bigger of a pipe it is than this one, but this one, like I said, is pretty small. So for the tin note, on here I smell actually red wine. Now, I'm not a wine drinker, but this smells like Mad Dog 2020. I don't know if you remember that stuff from when you were younger. That Concord grape hobo liquor. But that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting Concord grape, a little fermented, like a winey smell, alcohol smell. And I don't know if that's because it's been sitting around so long. Definitely maybe some raisins. And some citrus. And I almost smell what smells a little bit like wintergreen. I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't believe this is topped. I think it was casked. Oh, you know what? If this is cast in a wine barrel, maybe that's why I'm smelling the wine. But I don't remember on any of these other reviews that I've read it's saying anything about a wine taste or smell. Like I said, it could just be because of the age on here. I'm pulling up the tobaccoreviews.com real quick just to read for you guys. A very distinctive tobacco made from white burley, well matured in wooden casks, and pressed in broken flake form. A real smoking pleasure. Introduced in 1965 and consists mainly of carefully selected burley tobaccos. Just a little Virginia has been added to give you a blend, to give the blend a natural sweetness. You will notice the slight natural chocolate note. Did not smell any chocolate in there, which is found in all good burley tobacco. The very special top flavor in combination with the tobaccos gives you a very distinctive smoking pleasure. So this is topped, I'm guessing, with cocoa and maybe some kind of fruit. It's from Mac Baren Virginia Burley Blend. Flavoring is cocoa chocolate. Cut is ribbon, which is not. It is a broken flake for sure. This 100-gram tin, no longer in production. It says strength is mild to medium. Flavoring is mild. Taste is medium. And room note is pleasant to tolerable. And this got an overall 3.0 stars on tobaccoreviews.com. And it has had quite a few reviews, so that is a pretty high rating. So we'll go ahead and light this up. I will let you know what I think of this pipe and the tobacco. So the draw on this pipe's not so bad. I don't know over time if there gets a buildup on that little reed stem, but I think they do sell replacement stems. And if I end up liking this enough, I'll end up pulling the trigger and buying the bigger one. But I can tell you right now, I still prefer a Missouri Meerschaum pipe to this guy. So, this tobacco is burning hot, which is kind of odd for a burley blend. Maybe it has something to do with the pipe. And I'm getting hit with a lot of citrus. Not picking up any of the cocoa notes that it mentioned in the review. That probably has to do with the fact that this tobacco is, 23 years old, 22, 23 years old. Very, very tangy though. Very, excuse me, very, very earthy. Not really getting a whole lot of nuttiness out of the burley, but I do pick up some of it. This reminds me actually a lot of something that would have an Oriental in it. Just because it is that tangy. You could tell by the output of smoke here. Quite a bit of white burley in here, which is pretty tasteless. I know there's a couple other burleys mixed in here. But, super, super tangy, earthy, nutty. My first impression of this is a very, very simple tobacco. There's not a lot to it, which isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes you just like to put things in your pipe and not really have to think about it or try to figure out the nuances of it. It's burning a little bit cooler now that I have it going. That might have just had to do with the fact that this is a brand new pipe. Now that I got a little bit of moisture in there, I think it's cooling things down. But very, very odd that I'm picking up that significant tanginess like you would from an Oriental. I'm wondering if that maybe is from the topping. And that's why I'm getting a grape smell. There is some sweetness to this, I guess, coming from the Virginias as well. But not super sweet. You know, overall, not a bad tobacco. I'm glad I got to try it. It would be nice to compare this old stuff to some if it was still in production, but obviously we can't do that. Not the greatest Burley blend I've ever had. There are definitely others out there that I prefer much more to this one. But not bad. I think I just picked up a little bit of cocoa there. I do not get any molasses, honey, anything like that. I'm picking up now, the more I'm puffing on this, that wine flavor that I was smelling in the tin note. And it is definitely, as the bowl is going farther and farther down, getting much more nuttier, which is really the thing that I look for in a good Burley blend. So if I had to do a 5-star rating of what I've experienced now, and maybe like half this bowl as I'm talking to you, this is probably like the middle of the road. I just get hit with a big shot of Virginia there. Middle of the road tobacco. I'll go ahead and give it like a 3 out of 5 stars. If this was still in production, it probably wouldn't be something that I would buy again in the future. But I am enjoying it well enough to smoke it and continue to smoke more bowls. I do have 100 grams here, which is quite a bit. If anybody's interested in trying a no longer in existence blend, Burley London Mixture by Mac Baren, post a comment down below. Let me know, and I'd be more than happy to go ahead and send a couple bowls your way so you can give it a try as well. As for the Old Dominion pipe, I'm watching myself in the viewfinder. Definitely looks cool, and it's very old-timey looking, but it's not a Missouri Meerschaum. You know, I wouldn't say don't go out and buy yourself one of these, because I'll probably end up, like I said, getting the bigger one also. But if you're only looking to have 1 or 2 corncob pipes in your collection, stick with the Missouri Meerschaum. But these are not going to be a bad addition to your collection either. But we'll see how this reed stands up over time. That's the only thing that I'm worried about, is that. So I hope you enjoyed watching my opening of my new cob pipe and a first impression of an old, no longer in production blend. As always, YouTube, keep on piping.